All right, any pains or injuries before we start? Good, okay. Let's sit up tall. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information is on the bottom of the video. Of course, all of this information can be found on my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of injuries, limitations, or special conditions, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, always being mindful to not create any injuries and to work within your own level of practice. All right, let's sit up tall. If you need to elevate and sit up on a block or blanket, please do so. And palms face up, fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching, grounding evenly through your seat, elongating through your spine, and starting to connect to the breath. Ujjayi breath whenever you're ready. So with the lips touching and a slight restriction to the back of the throat, create the ha sound as you inhale and exhale. Three ohms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Bihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongating through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back, opposite side, roll the center. A few more rounds at your own pace. And chin back to the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor in neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Any pains or injuries, Nisa? Okay. Okay. Flexing through your heels, turning your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. So hips and side bodies, you said, yes? Any other requests? I don't always ask, but you're always welcome to suggest, right? Always. Because that helps me kind of like make things a little bit more interesting because then I have a goal. All right, back to center, switch them around, inner rotation. Say again? Okay. Less core. Come back to center. Cross your shins again, opposite shin on top. Yeah, you know how it's like when you ask for core, how crazy it gets. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. De-emphasize the core. Inhale, back up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center again. Exhale, side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Take it back up again, legs forward, forward fold. So Kashmir, you can separate your feet a little bit wider, right? And then you can take your hands forward and support in this way. There you go. All right, take it back up. Bend your knees and swing the legs back behind you, coming to your hands and your knees. Let's take some cat-cows to open up the spine. On the inhale, draw the navel down, raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral spine. Reach your right foot back behind you, tuck the toes under, and then reach a heel back in space, getting a calf stretch. Shift back forward a little bit. Raise your right heel, reach back in space, and then extend the left arm forward, opposite hand and foot. Then reach your left arm out to left side, right leg over to the right side. Draw the right foot back behind you, bend your right knee and grab the foot and kick back, lifting the chest. Release your left hand down. Step the right foot out to right side. Gate pose, Padikasana. So you're standing on top of the left knee. Now, if you need a little bit of padding, right, because your knees are sensitive, you can always double fold your mat and get some extra padding to your knee. Stepping the right foot out to right side, make sure that you line up the knee, hip, and shoulders, one straight line. Let's side bend to the right. Right hand to top right leg, left arm overhead. And take it back up. Let's go the opposite direction. Left hand down, right arm up and overhead, and extend. Raise your right arm up, ground the palms for support, and raise your right foot. Bend your right knee, grab the foot, and kick back. Release. Step the right foot back down. Take it back up, and step the right foot forward for Crescent Moon. So lunging forward. Take the hands to top of the thighs and moving the hips forward for the quad stretch. All right, let's stay here with your hands first for a few breaths. Just settling into the stretch of the left quads, going into the hip opening. And then let's wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Broaden your shoulders, gently looking up. Start to release. Take the right arm to right leg. Left arm overhead. Take it back up. Left hand to the floor. Right arm overhead. Side stretch to the right, to the left. Release. Take the hands to the floor to either side of the right foot. Tuck the left toes under and shift back into a half split. Step that right foot back down. Hands to either side. Tuck the left toes under. Let's go into a low lunge and stay here. And with your hands supporting, just lean the hips forward and down. Let's get deep into the hips. All right, release that action just a little bit so that now you can take the left hand to the floor, right arm up to twist. So Kashmira, you don't have to take the right arm up. Let's take you to the side so you're a little bit more squared for the belly. Good. Right hand back down to the floor. Warrior one. Ground the back heel. Raise the arms up high and extend. Open it up. Warrior two. Flip the front palm. Reverse. Warrior. Exhale. Side angle. You can modify. Elbow to top of the knee or right hand to the floor. Left arm up. Left palm face down. Reach forward. Extended side angle. Half bind. Left arm up and behind you. Stack your shoulders. Inhale. Come all the way up. Reverse. Warrior. Hands to the floor. Right. Not the bend, but Dave Matthews himself. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga, push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. His first solo album, actually. So this is quite a long time ago. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Take the knees back down, hands and knees. 3 cat-cows again. Inhale, draw the navel down. Raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to your neutral spine. Step the left foot back behind you, tucking your toes under, and then reach back through your left heel for the left calf stretch. Release that action a little bit. Reach your left heel back and right arm forward. Opposite hand and foot. Then take the right arm out to right side. Left leg out to left side. Reach your left foot back behind you, grabbing the foot with your right hand and kick back, lift. Release your right hand down, step the left foot out to left side, gate pose. So making sure that you're lining up the knee, the hip, and the shoulders on the right side, stepping the left foot down, arms out to parallel, and side bend to your left. Inhale, take it back up, side bend to the right. Ground the right palm to the floor, pick up the left foot. Then bend your left knee, reach back to grab the foot, kick back. Release, step the left foot back down again, come all the way back up, and then stepping the left foot forward for Crescent Moon. All right, so taking extra padding to the right knee if you need. And let's lunge your hips forward and get into the stretch of the right quads. And then start to wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace with the other thumb on top. Broaden your shoulders, gently looking up. Release, side bend in. Left arm to left leg, right arm overhead. Back to center, right hand down, left arm overhead. Release. Hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under for the half split. So you're shifting your hips back to line up over your right knee, supporting with your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And stepping your left foot back down, walking your hands forward to support, then lifting your right knee into a low lunge. And once you find your stability here, lean the hips forwards and downwards, get deeper into the hips. Release that action just a little bit. Stay balanced. Right hand down, left arm up to twist. So Kashmira, off to the side, yeah. So anytime you're twisting, you want to reduce the intensity of the twist. You can go a little bit, but you don't want to go deep, okay? All right, left hand down. Warrior one, ground the back heel, taking the arms up high and extend. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left arm to top left leg to modify, or hand to the floor, right arm reaching up. Extend it. Right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind. Right arm up and behind you. Inhale, come all the way up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. The level of the music is okay. It's not too loud? Okay. All right. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in towards the nose and round. Inhale, kick up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up. Then on the exhale, arms going sideways. Bend the front knee, arms down. 3 times. Inhale, arms sideways, reaching up. Exhale, bend the front knee, arms sideways, reaching down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay here with the arms alongside and lean the torso forward to a diagonal. Ground firmly through the back heel down. Inhale, take it back up to warrior one. Open it up for warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor, left arm reaching up. Extend it. Left palm face down, reach forward. Half bind it. Left arm up and behind you. Inhale all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm to touch. Kick the back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up. On the exhale, bend the front knee, arm sideways and reaching down. Lengthen front leg, sideways reaching up. Bend the front knee, arm sideways, reaching down. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, bend, reach down. Staying here, and then lean the torso forward to a diagonal and strongly ground through the back heel down. On the inhale, take it back to vertical for warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle pose. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor, right arm reaching up. Extend it, right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind it, right arm up and behind you. Inhale, come up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Kashmira, stay here. The rest of us will flip the dog. Flip it back again, right leg up. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Lean the torso forward to a diagonal once again. Then keeping a diagonal as if you were taking the breaststroke, swim the arms back. Reach the arms forward. Swim the arms back. Reach the arms forward. Swim the arms back. Reach the arms forward. Take it back up to vertical. Right hand to catch your left wrist. Extend and side bend to the right. Take it back to center. Switch hands. Extend. Side bend to your left. Back to center. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Right hand forward about a foot. Loop off to right side. Tip forward, balancing on the right leg. Left arm reach up. All right, then once you're steady, left arm reach forward. So your left arm is parallel to the floor as you extend the left arm forward. Also, reach back through your left toes. So your left side is getting very long. Begin to step it back into warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank, and then lower all the way down to the belly. So Kashmira, be very slow to draw the knees down. We're going to go off to the left side. So once you come to your belly, you're going to roll onto your left side, supporting with your left arm. So check that your left shoulder and your left elbow line up in a vertical line. That will give you a nice support here. The right hand comes to the floor for support. Pick up the right foot. Reach your right heel forward. Draw the right heel back. Reach your right heel forward. Draw the right heel back. Reach your right heel forward. Draw the right heel back, and again, binding. Bend your right knee, grab the foot, and kick back. Release your right foot, re-extend again. Keep the foot elevated. Take the right hand down to the floor for support. Then turn the toes to face up, and as you bend your right knee, draw the right knee toward the right shoulder, and then extend the right heel all the way back out. 3 times. Draw the right knee toward the right shoulder, extend it all the way back out. Draw the right knee in and extend. Draw the right knee again. Either grab the right knee or yogic toe lock to right big toe and extend up. If you can grab the right heel with the right hand, then you can go a little bit deeper as well. Then bend your right knee like a dragonfly. Step the right foot forward in front of the right leg. Take the hands to support. Lift the torso up. Left hand stays to the floor for support. Reach your right arm up and forward. Take the right hand to the floor. So Kashmira, you don't have to go that deep. You might actually want to lean the torso over to the left side a little bit so it's not too deep. Okay? The rest of us will go straight forward with the right hand for support. You know what, Kashmira? I changed my mind. I want you to stay up. Yeah, I think it's still too much of a twist for you if you come down. Right? It's too much compression. So I want you to stay up. Now, for those of you who want to bind, wrap the right arm around the right shin and take the bind. And if you have the extensions, take the full bind. Right forehead can come to the floor for support, and the left hand can come back behind you for the bind. I don't really have the extension or the balance. I'm going to modify it with the right knee bend, left knee bending. Right? And then taking the full bind if you have it. Otherwise, the half bind is fine. The forehead comes down to the floor as a tripod. Some. Yeah. And then we can manage. Yes. See? You see? So you have to really lean into the right leg and really draw the torso over to the right side so that you don't fall back to your left. That's where the extension and the flexibility gets a little bit tricky. That's right. So that's, you see how when you bend the left knee, it's a little bit easier to support that, right? All right, so. All righty, let's make your way back. Lift back up. And we're going to reach right foot back. So Kashmira, try not to be on your belly, but being on your knees instead. The rest of us will come through the belly to make our way back into child's pose. And then Kashmira, you can take the knees really wide so you can create space and you can be a little higher like this. Yeah, that's good. Inhale, come up. Keep your knees as they are. With your hands supporting slightly forward, you can lean the hips forward into a Cobra Pose. Exhale. Gently take it back into child's pose. We'll come forward and back 3 times. Inhale, come up. Lean the hips forward into back bend. So Kashmira, if the back bend is too much like this, you can just lean forward like that. So go easy, right? Exhale, take it back to child's pose. And then one more, coming up. Lean forward, lift up. Exhale, take it back. Once you get to child's pose, take 1 breath and then make your way back to down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Kashmira, stay here. The rest of us will flip. Flip it back again, left leg up, 3-legged dog. Stepping, the left foot forward. Warrior 1. Once you steady your Warrior 1, lean the torso forward to about a diagonal. Then as if you were taking a breaststroke, swim the arms back, swim the arms forward, swim the arms back, Swim the arms forward. One more. Swim the arms back. Swim the arms forward and take it up to vertical. Left hand to catch your right wrist. Extend side bending to your left. Inhale, take it back up. Switch hands. Extend side bending to the right. Inhale, back to center. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Left hand forward about a foot. Loop up to left side. Coming into the balance. Right arm reach up as you stack your shoulders. Right side over your left. Once you steady your balance, reach your right arm forward. And as you reach your right arm forward, also point the right toes back so you're getting very lengthy through your right side. Begin to step the right foot all the way back for warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, so being careful to come to your belly and then roll on to your right side. Good. So check that your right arm and the right elbow lines up so you have a vertical line to support. Left hand to the floor in front of you for support. Flex your left foot, lift the left heel. Move the left heel forward. Move the left heel back. Move the left heel forward. Left heel back. Left heel forward. Left heel back and bend your left knee. Grab the foot and kick back. Release your foot. Reach your left heel back. Re-support with your left hand. Then turn the left toes up to the sky. Bend your left knee to draw the knee in toward the shoulder, and then extend the left heel all the way back out. Draw the left knee in, extend it out. Draw the knee in, and extend it out. This time, draw the knee in, keep the knee in. Left hand to left knee, or yogic toe lock, or hand to heel, and extend up. Forward folding dragonfly shape. Bend your left knee. Step the left foot in front of the right thigh. Lift the torso back up a little bit. Walk your right hand in a little bit for support. All right, so if this is good enough, you can stay here in a slightly rotated position. If you're going further, left arm reaching forward and ground the hand to the floor and fold. You may remain here or taking the bind, starting with a half bind. Wrap the left arm around the left shin. So you want to keep drawing the torso over toward the left leg and bind the arm into the front of the shin and really lock it in as close as you can. Now, you can stay here with your right hand supporting, right? Most of us, this is good enough. If you're able to ground the forehead to the floor as a tripod and then shift the weight enough to your left side to free up the right hand for the full bind, you can take the full bind. Now, I don't have the full extension, I don't have the full bind, but I will modify it by bending the right knee and see if that would drag my weight enough to the left side that I can take the bind. All right, so for me, I'm still too tight. I'm not able to. All right, but good. Mesa looks good there. Ah, Phoebe looks good too. So Phoebe has the knee bent as well. That works, right? That works really well to do it. Okay, good. All right, so the full extension of the right leg is the full dragonfly. The modified version of that, right, is to draw the heel in. So when you draw the heel in, I think what happens is you don't have the resistance of the extended leg pushing you toward the opposite direction. So that gives you the opportunity to lean toward the left side in this case, more so that you can stabilize and free up that right hand to bind. All right, let's start to break. Make your way back out. All right, we're going to lift back up and transition through either on the belly or on your knees to take it back into child's pose. And then vinyasa through the Cobra Pose. So take the hands to the floor, and as you slowly lift the torso up, lift the hips as well, and then leaning the hips forward and taking the upper torso back for the back bend, and then gently make your way back to Child's Pose. Inhale, lift, come forward, and broaden. Exhale, take it back to Child's Pose. Inhale, lift, take it forward, take it to the back bend. Exhale, draw it back to the Child's Pose. Take a breath there, and then down dog. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Separate your feet about mat's width distance. With both hands on the floor, bend at the knees. Take the left hand to center. Raise your right arm up to twist. Again, Kashmira, you can go off to the side. Half bind, right hand behind you. If you have the full bind, you can thread the left arm underneath the left leg behind you to take the bind. And then once you're there, you can either keep both knees bent, extend just your right leg, or extend both legs. If you don't have the full bind, left hand stays on the floor, and you can work here with a half bind. All right, Kashmir, keep working with a half bind only. All right, the rest of us will attempt to stand up. So also, Kashmir, if you want to stand up, you can. All right, take the gaze to the floor, walk your right foot in towards center. Then shift the weight to your right foot and pick up the left to stand up in a balance. So if you're not taking the full bind, left hand stays on the floor. It works the same way. Just walk the right foot in, shift, and stand on the right leg with the left arm pressing out to the left leg. All right, so you can just walk your right foot in and then pick up the leg. Whether you have the half bind or the full bind, doesn't matter. You're just going to release into tree pose. Step the left foot to the inner right leg. Then start to take the arms up. And then let's everyone start to side bend to your left. Left arm to left leg, right arm overhead. Take it back up. Take the hands to the hips. Draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lift your chest and gently look up. And start to release. Come back to neutral. Step the left foot back down chair. Exhale, dive forward. Stay in the forward fold. If you need to separate your feet a little bit wider again, you can. Or if you want to just intensify your forward fold, keep the legs together and then forward fold. All right. Everyone with your hands on the floor, widen out your stance again. Walk your feet out about mat's width distance. Bend both knees. Let the feet drop a little bit. Right hand comes to center. Left arm up to twist into a half bind. Left hand behind you. Either stay here or start to thread the right arm underneath your right leg and behind you for the full bind. And then once you have your full bind, you can either lengthen out the left leg or lengthen out both legs. All right, gaze to the floor, bend both knees. Everyone, start to step the left foot in. So you can do this as a half bind or a full bind, coming into a standing position. Shift the weight to your left foot. Start to pick up the right. and balance. Then stay on the left leg. Start to release your binds and take it to tree. Step the right foot in toward the inner left leg, and then taking the arms up high. Side bending to the right. Right arm to right leg, left arm overhead. So notice that you have to shift your hips to the left side just a little bit to counterbalance the weight going to the right. Take it back up to vertical. Then hands to the hips. Once again, draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lift the chest up to go into a slight upper back bend, mid back bend, and gently looking up, balancing here. Begin to break. Step the right foot down, arms up, and then exhale, dive forward. So again, you can keep your legs together, or you can separate your feet slightly to take the forward fold, up to you. Crow pose. Shifting to your tiptoes, bending your knees, set your hands to the floor. If you prefer to take yogic squat instead, you can take yogic squat. Yeah, there you go. If you're taking crow pose, go ahead and set up your arms. Knees are back to arms, bending at the elbows and shifting the weight forward. If you prefer to then go into a headstand, you can go ahead and invert. I'll give you a few more breaths here to play with whatever your variation is. Simon, elbows in a little bit. Good. Pressing toward each other, toward the center line, and that will help you to stabilize better. All righty. Start to finish up. When you're ready, walk or jump your feet back. You can take it to down dog or chaturanga dog, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Variation on your crescent moon. All right, so once you set up your crescent moon, let's turn the left toes out to the side, about 30 to 45 degrees, and the left thigh also turns out. Right hand comes to the floor. Raise your left arm up and behind you, half bind for your twist. Half bind, yeah. You may stay here or bind the left hand to the right foot. So bending your right knee, grabbing the foot. And then kick back, stack your shoulders some more. And let's take the quad stretch. Square off your shoulders. Bend your right elbow as you draw the forehead toward the floor, and keep that right heel drawing in toward the seat. Best you can. Start to make your way back up. Release your right foot. Then raise your left arm up and over the left ear, reaching toward the right side for the side stretch. And take it back to center. Walk your hands forward, taking your forearms down for your lizard pose. All right, start to make your way back up. Half Virasana. So you're going to turn the left toes back forward. Frame your left foot with your hands, and you're going to start to shift back and sit on the floor. Now, your right foot is a little bit off to the right side, and you should be able to insert your right hand between your right foot and your right thigh. And then try to take the inner thighs together the best you can. So inner thighs toward each other, if you can. There you go. If you can comfortably sit here, then stay here. If it's not comfortable for you, then you should sit on the heel as a modification. Okay? Right? Sitting on the heel or sitting on the floor. All right? So left hand to the floor for support, right arm up and forward fold. And so for Kashmira, maybe hands to either side and just lean forward just a little bit. If that's too intense, stay vertical. So then you get a nice stretch to your quads, to your knees, and to your top of the foot. All right, start to release, make your way back up, supporting with your hands. You're going to shift back forward, tuck the right toes under for pyramid, and then lengthen over your left leg. So Kashmir, you can bend your left knee a little bit, but keep your hands supporting. And then once you're there, you can lengthen out the front leg the best you can, but keep your hands supporting. Yeah, there you go. Now, if this is compressive for your belly because you're on top of the thighs, you can walk your torso over to the side a little bit. Yeah, there you go. You see how that creates some space? And you can also ground the back heel down. So you're still getting that nice hamstring stretch, but it's not compressing your belly, right? And so these are the little ways that you can find to modify so that you don't compress your belly. All right, revolve half moon. Bend your left knee, reach your right hand forward about a foot, tip forward to balance, and then Kashmira can just go off to left side, parallel to floor, and then the rest of us will reach all the way up. All right, so Kashmira, right, keep the gaze looking down. The arm goes out to the side, and then drop the right hip a little bit. So you're squaring to the floor. Yeah, there you go. All right, once you're there, you can hold it there, and then raise your right arm out to the side. There you go. All right, step the right foot all the way back. Circle it up and around into reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Raise your left leg up, three-legged dog, and we'll take this into pigeon. Draw the left knee in. Land that shin to the floor. Into right knee further back. Walk your hands in, elongate through the spine, make sure you're nice and set up properly. And when you're ready, make your way forward. So same thing here. If it's too compressive for your belly, angle the torso to the side a little bit and stay in your forearms. If even that is too compressive, you can stay a little higher. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm speaking to you today, right? The music is good today. Yeah, yeah. Oh, sounds great. Yeah. And if you like variations, feel free to take. Yeah, it's all about outdoor venues. Yeah. Oh man, that sounds awesome. Now you can take revolved Mermaid 1. And just like we did in Crescent Moon, if you want a quad stretch, you can go forward again. So it's opposite hand and foot, right? So it starts from the revolved Mermaid 1 position. Then you take the forearm down, and then you fold forward. So this is a very restful hip opener as well as a right quad stretch. So if you're looking for all of those things, it's a great way to do it. So actually, Nasa, switch hands. So it's opposite hand and foot. It's a little bit more balanced. There you go. Right? You feel the difference? Because the other way, you just keep struggling. You're falling off. Yeah. Yeah, when you take the same hand, same foot, you end up leaning to one side and you're constantly struggling to balance, right? When you take opposite hand and foot, you're squared off and it's a lot easier to balance. Alrighty, let's start to finish up. Make your way back up. Walk your hands in and let's press it back to the down dog and walk it out side to side. So you were there for a long time on that left leg, so it feels maybe kind of pins and needles. So make sure you take lots of movement to get some circulation back to that left leg. All right, back to down dog. Raise your right leg up. Step the right foot forward, Crescent Moon, extra padding to your left knee if you need it. So you're going to take the variation of turning the right toes out so that the right thigh is angled out about the same 30 to 45 degrees. Ground to left palm, raise your right arm up and behind you for the half bind. So the half bind behind you helps you to draw the front of the right shoulder up and back to deepen the rotation of the mid and upper back. You are welcome to stay here if you're binding. Right hand to your left foot and kick back. Okay, good. And then let's take the quad stretch. Square off your shoulders. As you draw the left heel in toward the seat, you're bending your left elbow so that you can draw the forehead toward the floor. If you touch, fantastic. It's another point of support. If you cannot touch your forehead down, just keep balancing with your left hand supporting. Do the best you can. Start to release. Make your way back up. Release your left foot. Raise your right arm up and reach toward the left-hand corner of the room. Release your right hand back down to the floor. Turn the right toes back in. Half Virasana. You're going to frame your right foot and start to shift the seat back and sit down on the floor. So you're going to have to shift your hips a little bit to the right and take the seat down. So make sure that your hand can be inserted between your left foot and your outer left hip. So there should be some space there. And then your inner thighs are working toward each other the best you can. Now, if you're not able to fold forward, you can stay in a vertical line, supporting with your hands, and just lean forward just a little bit. If you're taking the bind, left hand to the right foot and fold. So this is half Virasana. So it's a pretty intense stretch to your left quads, left knee, left shin, left top of the foot. And start to release with your hands supporting. Start to make your way forward into your pyramid. So hands to either side of the right foot, tuck the left toes under, and start to lengthen over your right leg. All right, so Kashmira, you can go slightly off to the side and ground the left heel down. Yeah, there you go. All right, revolve Tack Moon. So Kashmira, take a look, right? So you're going to bend the right knee, reach your left hand forward. Notice the hips stay squared. You're basically leaning forward with the hips squared, facing down, just like your cat-cows, right? Your hips are squared. So you're coming straight forward. You're not stacking, you're squaring, keeping your belly facing toward the floor. Then your right arm just moves to the right side. Right? The full pose is with the right arm reaching straight up, the hips are squared to the floor. There you go. All right, begin to break. Step the left foot all the way back. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Draw the right knee in for pigeon. Land that shin to the floor. Inch your left knee further back. Set up your pose. Elongate through the spine. And then make your way forward when you're ready. So actually, Nasa, switch legs. You did that side already, yeah. There you go. And if you like variations, feel free to take whatever you want. And for those of you who went forward for the quad stretch, you're starting out with opposite hand and foot in the revolve mermaid one. So right hand to left foot. Then walk your left hand forward, left arm comes down. And as you draw the left heel in toward the seat, you're folding forward if you want it. Alrighty, let's break. Make your way back up. Tucking your left toes under and gently press it back to the down dog and walking it out side to side. And when you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands and taking the feet down. Extend the legs forward. Let's take the leg cradle. Keep the right leg extended. Bend your left knee. So let's start with your hands supporting the heel, flexing your foot, and the heel is slightly further forward from you, right? Let's start here and sitting up tall. And then once you get adjusted to that, if you have a little bit more in you and you want to thread the arms underneath your left shin and draw the left shin in toward the chest, going deeper, you can. Now make sure you flex your left foot, engaging the left foot will help you protect the ankle joint and the knee joint of the left leg. Now that is still pretty easy. You want to go further. You can take the full leg cradle, wrapping the arms around the shins. And then let's take Kranchasana, grabbing the left foot, extending forward, sitting up tall. And then taking yogic toe lock, or left hand to the left heel. Right arm out, and open up the leg to the side. Now you can always bend your left knee if the full extension of the leg is not accessible for you. All right, square back. Extend the left leg forward. Bend your right knee, leg cradle first. Hands to support the ankles, the outer ankles. Sitting up tall, and the heel slightly further first. So just getting your legs and your hips to adjust to the beginning of this deeper hip opening. And then threading the arms underneath your shins and drawing your shin in. Make sure you flex your right foot. And if you're going further, taking the full leg cradle, arms around the shins. Kranchasana, grabbing the right foot and extending forward. Full extension if you have it, bending of the knees if you need it. And then either yogic toe lock or hand to heel. Counterbalance with the left arm out as you reach your right heel out to right side for the hip opening and the hamstring stretch. Square back to center. Step the right foot down. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Let's draw the heels in. And then with your hands supporting, let's take some butterflies with your knees. All right, come back to stillness. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold into your Baddha Konasana. If you want to press your elbows to your inner thighs for more hip opening, you can also put some pressure. And begin to take it back up. Extend the legs forward with your hands supporting. Slide onto your back, and then bending the knees, separating your feet. Let's take windshield wiper. So you're going to windshield wiper your knees side to side. Simon, separate your feet a little bit. Yeah, and then now side to side. Yeah. All right, and then the next time you take the knees over to the left side, draw the knees all the way down, and then take left ankle on top of the right knee and press your right knee down. There you go. So you should feel a nice stretch from your outer right hip through the right leg. Step that right foot back down. Take the knees back to center, and let's windshield wiper your knees side to side a few times again. And then the next time you draw your knees over to the right side, take it all the way down. And then take the right ankle on top of the left knee, and then pressing your outer, against your outer left knee for the outer left hip, outer left leg stretch. All right, begin to step the right foot back to the floor, and then draw the knees up, and this windshield wipe your knees side to side a couple more times. Then come back to center. Draw the knees in to take happy baby. Threading the arms to the inner knees to grab the outer feet. Let the feet and the knees be way wide. And then as you press your heels up toward the sky, with your hands, pull your feet down toward the floor. And then when you're ready, release. Step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward. Savasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes are turned out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed, and let it all go. Begin to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side, coming up to a comfortable cross-legged position, and let's take the non-dominant shin on top. Palms face up, fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name again is Stephen Cheng, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information is on the bottom of the video. And all of this can be found through my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for sharing your practice. See you soon.